Hi Taurus, how are you? I'm good. My name is Lissett, and I am here with your April 2025 manifestation, activation, tarot reading, chakra cleanse, and frequency activation. Here I will get I've already performed the chakra cleanse. You can find all the information under my community tab, under posts, on my YouTube page here. And I will now go in with the Sacred Geometry Activation Oracle deck by Lon. I will find what frequencies I can activate here for anybody working with the archetype of Taurus in wherever Taurus energy is in your personal natal chart or in your experience. That is where I have performed the chakra cleanse. I will activate these, whatever frequencies come out via sacred geometry, and then we will go in with the Rider-Waite-Smith system. We will see what stories come out and what resonates for you and what doesn't. You use your discernment. At the end of this video, we will go in and I will just do some straight channeled messages. So, okay, Taurus, if you would enter into this energetic exchange with me, for the greatest good of everybody involved. Let's get started. All right. Please take a moment, ask yourself, what have you been thinking about lately, and what emotions has that been evoking for you? What have you been feeling about lately, and then what thoughts come along when you feel those emotions? Because you are always manifesting. You're always bringing things into your own existence, and so your energy and your focused awareness is where your magic is. So let's keep on going. I've got 7 cards here based on this spread is based on the 7 basic hermetic principles of manifestation. Let's go in with the Rider-Waite-Smith system really quick. Thanks for your patience, Taurus. And we will find out what story comes through here. So we'll get started with that. Spirit and the highest loving light here for the archetype of Taurus for my viewer. Is the story. Okay, let's go. Get the cards. Okay, we've got our cards. Okay, let's go. Taurus, in the headspace with the principle of mentalism, what you think about you will attract to yourself. Number 29, healing. The frequency of healing supports our intrinsic ability to restore our health and wholeness by consciously using the information that comes to us through our senses and harmonizing everything accordingly. 29, healing. Please have a look at the sacred geometry, at the colors, okay, and the shapes, because I'm going to activate this in your subconscious, and so it's good for you to have a frame of reference. So, and if you're driving, then there will be a picture, or you're otherwise occupied, there will be a picture in my community tab. Healing, number 29, with the 6 of Cups here with the Fountain Tarot. Healing with the Fountain Tarot. So 6 Cups, I felt like saying the word fountain. And there are 2 people in the 6 of Cups. Okay, so this has to do with past life memories, but somebody that you feel like you have a past life connection to here. So, and you're healing with them in this frequency of healing in the headspace. So some thought or memory of somebody from the past. So there's some past life healing going on here, Taurus. So there's something, wherever Taurus sits in your chart, there was something hindering you from a past life, and I see healing going on here from that. So, and it's like almost in a lens. I'm seeing it like somebody looking in a lens. So you may be doing revision work. It's almost like you're looking to the past here, and you're seeing this kind of, I see that you may be fixing some old relationships so that you can move forward in healing. So you've got this healing. So Taurus is trying to figure out what to heal to bring in your manifestation. Intrinsic ability to restore our health and wholeness by consciously using the information that comes to us through our senses and harmonizing everything accordingly. So there's some, either this is past life healing or revision work for when you were growing up or something. So you may have come to a place in your manifestation time where some old stuff, some old relationships have put a block in your way. Some emotional healing needs to go on. And if you haven't already started, Spirit is suggesting that you look into revision work where you go back in time and you imagine a new scenario, more healing and safe, playing out than those scenarios did actually play out in your current conscious awareness and memory of the situation. If this is very therapeutic, you go back, have the courage, acceptance, and will to go back and reimagine the situation as you would have wished for your own child to be healed in that way, with such a love, such a redemptive love. You go redeem yourself. So this is a message. So moving forward, in the second position is the principle of polarity, and I equate this with the heart space because we do deal with our emotions by the different poles of our own awareness with some sort of foil or duality. Soul time, number 40, interesting. Six of Cups has also to do with some soul ties from past lives. So soul time, number 40, the frequency of soul time asks us to allow the possibility of a new reality to emerge, one that embraces the concept that while the corporeal body is mortal, the soul is timeless, limitless, and infinite soul time. Here you are paired with the 5 of coins. So the repair work may be on a soul level. Maybe you're doing some repair work, some group. I'm getting this idea about group repair work. Here's the 5 of coins in this deck. So, and this interesting because the light from so the thing is about the 5 of coins is that the church is there. The sanctuary is there for these people, yet they're sitting outside. And these people, I don't see a small child, thankfully. Okay. Yeah, I'm getting the idea about a small child. So I'm seeing somebody that if you would just get up and walk into the church here, you're getting your light and your warmth from this beautiful stained glass window outside of this Gothic church. And I'm just seeing, and you're out in the cold here, these people are usually in some way crippled, disabled. So that doesn't have to be actually true, it could be, but it could be a hindrance like what I saw, some hindrance out in the snow. And so fear is like snow in the sun. So fear is like snow in the sun, and when the snow clears up, then everything shines brightly. And this is a message that to do this soul time healing, it's asking us to allow the possibility of a new reality to emerge, one that embraces the concept that while the corporeal body is mortal, the soul is timeless, limitless, the infinite and infinite. There's something that you need to go toward this. The sanctuary is right there, and all you have to do is ask for sanctuary. This is giving yourself permission to heal, maybe using this concept of self-healing by revision work or some imagining that way. What else? Soul time. What else do I see here? Spirit and the highest loving light. Anything here. So maybe you woke up in the light, and that you may have woken up in the morning time and felt the light shining on your face and some beautiful smell. You may have fell asleep with the window open, and so this may happen in the future. There will be a day, or there has been a day, something in this collective's conscious awareness where they woke up from some dream or something under the sun, in the sun shining through, in some outside environment, the air really inspiring you, and that is the day. This is a message. The day that you feel this vibration that I'm feeling is the day that you have finally given yourself permission, and this healing is complete. So that's just the message for some particular. You take what resonates. Moving forward here, in the principle of correspondence, as above, so below, here we have got number 22, divine masculine. The frequency of the divine masculine supports our strong, focused, and active side, allowing it to express itself while helping us to bring our dreams and ideas into form with kindness and wisdom. Number 22, divine masculine. With the Tower card. Immediately with this Tower card, I am seeing some modern, some new age kind of modern. So I'm just getting this idea of some phony spiritualists, phony kind of grifter type of energy, this kind of not really understanding what you're actually doing to the collective kind of behavior here with the divine masculine, as above, so below. So those who have been misusing and misguided and And now they're being disillusioned by whatever entity was using them, and things are just falling apart. These beautiful, these I'm just getting, this thing is reminding me of one of those sculptures in Beetlejuice, in the original Beetlejuice, that just started to come alive and haunt the maker, because like she was so unaware and so ridiculous. There's a beautiful black cat walking by. His name is Harold. He's the cat. Harold the cat is walking by, you guys. The neighbor's cat. So this is just, and he's stalking something. So okay, so well, all I'm saying is that these things that were brought into existence by these phony gurus, somebody who thought that they could actually, maybe they did have some psychic talents, psychic medium talents and everything. I'm seeing now these characters from Beetlejuice around the table, and they're just like getting taken over by some entity, and I'm seeing that burn down here. Divine masculine, as above, so below. And so while it was burning, it's just gonna burn down. And then these are white, I'm seeing white flames, healing white flames, purification flames here over the life, so Taurus, wherever Taurus sits in your chart, this is a message that there's some white purification burning flames over whatever's clouding up your vision there, whatever was built on a bad foundation and by manipulative, coercive, and tactical harvesting kind of behavior is now going to get burnt down, and the truth will be now. It's what I see. I'm not necessarily okay with talking about this, but that's all right. The frequency, divine masculine supports are strong, focused, and so it's by staying strong, focused, and active, and expressing yourself in this healthy divine masculine energy, even when you felt things were off, as above, so below. So you projected, even in the face of this muddled up behavior, spiritual behavior, so blatant, so shameless, so obvious that everyone is just too enmeshed. And you saw that, and you decided not to get too worried about it and stay in your masculine energy, your divine masculine energy, and put your focused awareness. We talked about earlier, your focused awareness is what is always bringing things in. So this is what I see here. The tower now is going to fall on those that would try to put too much pressure over you, too much cloaking, illusion, whatever. So these are just, I'm getting this shoe fly song that you were just like in your divine masculine energy and just like, oh shoot, go on with this. Like you try to be patient with people, and even after, giving them grace, thinking forgive them for they know not what they do, but then realizing, oh, they know exactly what they're doing. Forgiving them anyway, going on about your own, but learning along the way is what I see moving forward here. Now, with the principle of cause and effect, any action that you take will have a reaction. Number 8, alchemy. The frequency of alchemy activates our magical ability and remembrance of the magic that we all hold inside. Each one of us has the potential to access the ancient knowledge that allowed the true alchemist to perform the miracles of transmutation. We're recording 13:33 on the clock. Transmutation, 2 of Cups. Oh my goodness. You may have gotten, I am just seeing oh my goodness. You decided to tap into your own alchemy, divine masculine. You took this divine masculine energy and frequency. We're going to activate and reactivate these frequencies for you, especially since I'm showing you and we're talking about it here. So, but with this alchemy, and it's number 8, this infinity sign. So, and I was very consciously, in my meditations before this, I was very consciously aware of the necessity to transmute. And so by creating, this is a creative endeavor, and you actually are creating your world so lovingly and tenderly here with yourself, being so graceful, kind, and loving, and gentle healing, gentle alchemical healing within yourself. And then you're with this divine masculine energy, taking focused, direct, intentional, deliberate action toward your goals with this manifestation. And so any entity outside of yourself that was trying to get you to be in this kind and soft and receptive, loving, gentle energy, they didn't get access actually. After you decided to take your divine masculine energy and start to create your life in your own way with your focused awareness on your things, now I see that that alchemy was that gentle side that they were trying to hook into. Was I'm seeing a protective shell around you, hard kind of shell. I'm seeing carapace, and I'm reading Brandon Sanderson's Wind and Truth. So then there's the carapace that the singers have. So, and that's just a natural kind of shell here. So, okay. Number 8, alchemy. Did we talk about it? Did I show it to you? My God. Well, what I see here is the 2 of Cups in the Fountain Tarot, and I love, love, love this 2 of Cups. This 2 of Cups is where they're just so loving, and they have these saucers, and then they're just so supportive. Like, she can just lean right back without worrying and look up at the stars and just be free, looking up into this open space. And so, well, this is something that you wanted so badly, this kind of connection, this kind of loving, safe place for you to be and to be yourself. I was hoping that was rain that I heard, but it's not. So to be and to be yourself. But maybe I'm hearing rain. So the 2 of, well, the thing is that it started with this healing journey. So how are you healing? You're healing with your own alchemy, darling. And so it started. So you may have hit a bump in the road when these gurus, but you might be on some spiritual journey. If you're here with me, you're consciously manifesting. I'm sure about it. And so, well, you probably came into some people who were not respecting of your free will and your own boundaries. So, and who were not clear about intentions. I am clear here about my intention if you would enter into this energetic exchange with me for the greatest good of everybody involved. And so maybe these people in the past were ambiguous and tried to shoot off some ambiguity, and it triggered some healing from some past life that you needed. And now I see that transmuted from this past life where things weren't so great. There's 2 people out here. You gave yourself permission to do your soul time healing, okay, with your own alchemy. And now everything has been burned away, and you are here now in this 2 of Cups energy. If you do not already have a divine lover, some divine relationship, platonic, romantic or otherwise, familial, trusting, loving soul. This is for romantic love, I tell you this. But it could be, you put it as it resonates because you may be too young or something, or you may just not be interested in a relationship in this time in your life. You're here to manifest with me. So, but what I'm saying is that these are good influences, maybe even. So romantic love is influencing you, pure, trusting, romantic love. You are in this frequency should you choose to move forward romantically. If not, your relationships, you are in a vibration where your friendship, your loyalty, your love is going to be the other part of this, to something in your life. You are one part of these people. I don't even know. You're one of these people, okay? You're one of these people, darling, Taurus, and you're in this frequency, so you're going to attract something. So be clear with your intent. Do you want a lover? Do you want a business partner? Do you want a friend? Do you want this energy to be applied to your whatever? I'm not telling you to go back and try to fix some toxic or narcissistic relationship. No way, Jose. But some relationship maybe that you would like to develop and kind of enforce. You're in this energy because of your alchemy. Your divine masculine is on the outside, as above, so below, bringing it down in your environment, your surroundings. And your alchemy, by being so gentle and loving with yourself, researching, it doesn't have to be this revision work for your past lives or for whatever, but there's maybe you went to therapy. Maybe you picked up a hobby. Maybe you started doing some tribal ritual dances. So this is, maybe you went and did an ancestry.com. Who knows what you did, but you're healing by being curious about yourself, looking into your own life and revising and imagining a better way, giving yourself permission to go into the sanctuary of your own power here with this 5 of Cups energy coming out to the 2 of Cups. So time isn't linear as well, and I see that this is beautiful. I love it. Let's hydrate. Moving forward, and the principle of gender, what won't be changed? Number 23, dynamic. The frequency of dynamic supports our ability to harmonize between layers and aspects products of different origin and frequency. It helps us to put together a reality that is made up of many different elements, both familiar and completely new, with ease, grace, and great joy. Dynamic. A dynamic of ease, grace, and great joy. I love to hear that. Wonderful. This actually, Queen of Wands is here. Take a look at dynamic. This Queen of Wands is here. And she was in the same position the other day with Aries. So it won't be changed. So this was just like for Aries, it was different. It was like a kind of, this Queen of Wands is showing out in this Fountain Tarot. She is showing out. She is just, this Queen of Wands is showing out. Look at her. Actually, no, it was in, oh. So this is a progression. If you do as I do, and you go through every one of my activations for every one of the zodiacs in your existence and affecting you, then this is a progression, because the Page of Wands was the one that was showing out actually in the same position with dynamic, and now it's the Queen I'm seeing now from just 2 days ago with the Aries reading here in Taurus. You are in your queenly energy, dynamic Queen of Wands energy. Okay, what's the message? Wow. Oh, there's a little animal here at the bottom by her feet, and she's on one toe. I'm seeing balance here. She's got a wand, and she's got a beautiful halo around her head. Yeah, so I just see motion here. I see motion and dance. I did mention that you may have been dancing, darling. So, and there's some, so you may have a cat, and if you don't, then there's some familiar. And it could be, I'm seeing a familiar here, darling. But what's really sticking out, this is like watercolor art, so, but if you can see, what's really sticking out to me is the position of this cat. So when you see a cat, pay attention to their tail. Their tail is always moving the energy and feeling it. The energy in the place. So this is what I'm doing when I'm stimming in my energy work. That's what the cat's tail does. So that's for somebody. Dynamic. If you're looking for what are the dynamics in the room or whatever, and there's a cat around, check out their tail. So 23. And the tail is also for balance. And she's also on one foot here. And she's just out. So, well, I just see that you're in this beautiful, it's not going to change. Nobody can take this dynamic energy from you. And they were trying. So there was some trying, but that's all burning down now. So, and that's not for you to worry about. Just stay on this divine masculine energy, and to stay with your alchemy on the inside, cleansing your body, cleansing your space spiritually as well. Okay. So moving forward, it's very important, because you've got now here another, you've got, no, your first major arcana, not another, and it's perfect. I love it. Taurus is a fixed sign, and it's earth energy. And you have got the root chakra in your everyday rhythm, and you're the principle of rhythm. Then I equate this to your everyday rhythm and how you go in and out of your own creative flow. And you've got number 1, the root chakra. We were recording. The frequency of the root chakra, the red flower of life, stimulates passion and supports our sense of security on this physical plane, both in our bodies as well as in the physical world. Okay. And this is saying that you're very rooted now. You've got this foundation. So the foundation around what it was bringing ambiguity and everything else, that's been toppled. But your everyday rhythm is still rooted. It's beautiful. I love it. I'm going to activate that and reinforce it with the High Priestess. Pisces energy. Okay, and you're not going to get out. So now we have got this feminine, fiery, passionate energy here with the wands. A woman who's very balanced and going, really channeling that divine masculine energy here with the High Priestess. And she just reminds me of Lady Gaga. Like, do you see that bone structure? Like, okay, it just does. So it doesn't have to be her, but it could have to do with fashion. It could have to do with putting something in somebody's face so different. I'm seeing her in this meat suit. I'm seeing her in these platforms, and I'm just seeing all of her unique different looks where she is bringing conscious awareness, bringing this artist who brings some sort of new view to people. And it may be controversial, it may not be. This doesn't have to be with Lady Gaga's particular frequency. I want to be clear on that. This is not having to do with that. This is having to do with the artistic ability to bring conscious awareness with using your talents, but also incorporating your influence on people, incorporating and using the influence that you have over the people in your environment by just simply expressing yourself and doing it without too many limitations, not feeling like you need to, well, even if you, it's almost a rebellion against any that would try to like control the way that you dress or whatever. And it doesn't have to be something flamboyant. It could be that you are like me. I fall in love with certain items of clothing and they'll have holes in them and I don't care. I'll even get on here and I'll perform with these items because I don't care and I'm being myself and that's it, and I trendset in that way. And I see somebody who may be a trendsetter. There we go. I'm hearing that song, Trendsetter. Hey, trendsetter. So I see from, okay, I can't sing, but that song. So, well, I'm feeling it. So, well, High Priestess energy is also Pisces energy. You're a Taurus, you're fixed. You can handle all of these wands and all of this fire. And then I see that as you're very rooted too as well in the earth. This is a beautiful Taurus reading. I love this for you, darling, because this Pisces energy, this is somebody that you could be, you're immovable. I see like this huge tree, like as big as this room, like the trunk of this tree is just as big as this room. I see Taurus energy like this, and I see this wands energy, kind of, I see her dancing around it, and then I see, wow, it's just like when there needs to be cleansing, do water cleanses, do maybe some water scrying, darling. Whoo, this is high energy. Dream state. You are so rooted, Taurus, that you are probably getting messages in your dream state. You are probably really getting some crazy downloads and understanding, maybe especially when you went into this revision work that you probably possibly did here that I'm seeing. And we just also use our breath to bring it back down. When I see this energy, when I see this water, I see it having the ability to do just that. It was in a very high energy, this is a beautiful, beautiful reading when it comes to your stability and everything that you've gone through, especially when it comes to even just giving yourself permission. These were steps, every step. These were steps and decisions that you had to make and walls that you had to push through. And I see you just sitting on your throne like this. So you could just sit on a stump in the middle of the forest under the moon and it would be even your throne. Taurus, you are very rooted right now with this manifestation, whatever it is. If you are a magical practitioner, please use integrity because you are so powerful and we know about how energy works. And when I say use integrity, I'm not questioning your integrity, but maybe be intentional. Make sure you're being intentional. Make sure your questions are direct. If you need to start with yes or no, asking yourself yes or no, binary sorting, getting very detailed. Do I want this incorporated in this working or this? Do I want this being very detailed in the way that you're scripting this manifestation? And that just translates. That's abstract. If you work with manifestation, you understand what I mean. So in your art, be intentional, darling. And whatever you choose not to be intentional with, be okay with the universe having that free space to move things around and maybe things. So the more specific you are, the more specific things will get. And then the less specific you are, the more spontaneous things will be. And this is also a game of ours that we use when we think about surrender and acceptance as well. So that's what I'm talking about here. Taurus in the highest living light. Let's move forward. The entire vibration, the principle of vibration, everything is always moving. Number 24, Earth. The frequency of Earth activates our deep connection to this physical plane by showing us the beauty of all the aspects of our Great Mother and revealing the more ethereal spiritual aspects of our nature, Earth. So this is talking about our great mother being Earth, revealing the more ethereal, spiritual aspects of our nature. And I think that's when these other entities tried to play on some past wounds, and that you were very strong about that. Okay, and you just looked at that, you looked at the world. This is the Two of Wands. You looked at the world. So this is Earth, okay? In this deck, there's also Gaia. Gaia is the more motherly, feminine aspect. When I see Earth, I see balanced masculine energy. And they're talking about our mother. So because there's masculinity and femininity and everything. So this Two of Wands, usually the Two of Wands has somebody looking at a globe of the Earth. Okay, and then these two wands are the portal, so to speak. You would walk through toward whatever you see. You'd walk through the portal of those two wands, I see. Here on Earth, so you may have been doing some grounding, some earthing, but what I see mostly what I see is like, and then these are like, they're holding them like chopsticks. Like, what is this? Earth, so this is a message to try to eat more raw foods. So, but what? And also to study some certain mudras for your meditation time, your quiet meditation time. Look into specific mudras. So that's for you, okay? So moving forward, let's hydrate a little bit. We'll clear. We will clear and ground this energy and get another draw with the Rider-Waite system. Let's see if any more details come out, any guidance. Use your own discernment, Taurus. I see you in this energy of love. Like you are not only, so this other person that you're going to be bringing in here with this Two of Cups, they're also going to be this powerful. They may have High Priest or Hierophant energy, or they may have Emperor energy, or they may have Magician energy. But I just see that this person is they may even have Devil energy, a healed Capricorn energy. Because, well, what I see is this very powerful divine being here, and you're in this Two of Cups energy. And so please don't be so, if you are feminine, if you're more leaning on the feminine aspects and masculine comes in, masculine can be a little bit pressure. Men they do penetrate. So there's coming up, and if you are masculine, don't be too intimidated by this feminine's very strong energy. Breathe through it. You guys got it. And you're very loving and kind and gentle inside of yourself. So that's all right then. So you just reflect that in your relationships, even when it feels like there's pressure or like you feel intimidated. So we just feel a little bit intimidated with super strong feminine energy, because we know that feminine energy is ready to receive us completely, and if that feminine energy is ready to receive us completely, and they're so powerful, that means that you're going to expose your true divine power too, where that comes with so much vulnerability and so many secret places where you went, all those times when you went into the secret place to pray and ask for what you want, and then it's put in front of you, and that's so powerful. It is powerful as your prayers were exactly, and so then you're presented with this feminine energy, and that is so strong, and she will see you for what you are, and she won't receive you otherwise. But you're in this energy where don't be afraid. If you feel intimidated, it's because you're afraid that you won't be received well, and you will be received well, okay? And then otherwise, on the other hand, feminine, if you are feeling some type of penetration, it's because for this masculine energy to actually be received by you, you're gonna feel that penetrating energy. You're gonna feel that, and then that becomes like a scary pressure. We want to reject it, but we remember that is what feminine does, is receive. What masculine does is penetrate and then build. So, and then women cultivate. So this is what I see here. This is messages, okay, you guys? So maybe it having to do also like enjoy your eating time. Enjoy it. Enjoy. I'm seeing somebody holding a marble here. Play some games, okay? With Earth. Oh, we were getting a new draw. Oh, that wasn't ready. We're ready now. Let's go. Let's go, Taurus. What? We got this, and this, and this, and this, and that, and this, and that, and that, and this. Okay, let's go, Taurus. What? Oh my. Healing here with the 6 of Cups. Now the 10 of Cups is up. I said healing time isn't linear, okay? Now you've got this healing that you have done. Whatever work you're doing to heal, it's worth it. It's hard. It's not easy to look at ourselves in the mirror and say, oh, we need to revise our own decisions as well. And actually acceptance energy, accepting of the pain that you've inflicted in the past, accepting and forgiving yourself that's the healing journey, darling, okay? That is we are all each other, one another. And so if we really understand this kind of consciousness, that we're all part of the one, although you're an individual, but what you do to somebody else, if you've hurt somebody, then we accept and forgive ourselves for that as well, especially if there's no way for that other person to ever forgive us. So this you apply, however, if somebody's passed or I don't know what, you may be in no contact or something. So you accept what you've done and you move forward, and then the universe just, when you try to do the right thing, the universe, you're trying to do the right thing by consciously accepting, being aware of what you've done, and slowly, gently forgiving yourself just for the sake of moving forward and making better decisions in the future. Then that's you reaching your arm out, your hand out, and the universe will always, always take your hand when you reach out for help, okay? And that also has to do with higher loving light beings. Should you feel comfortable and honest enough to ask for help, you will be heard and received. And so, but the healing journey isn't always easy. The spiritual realm is a dangerous place. And I see that you are now in the spiritual, it was worth it for you. This has all been worth it for you, darling. Your manifestation, Taurus, is definitely going to come into fruition as a result of whatever healing work that you have been doing, that you will be doing, that you're currently implementing and integrating into your life moving forward. In the heart space here with soul time, 5 of Coins, giving yourself the permission in your heart to heal it, to heal yourself there. Now with the Star, beautiful Sagittarius, oh no, beautiful Aquarius energy, but I'm wanting to say Sagittarius, so maybe some travel will help you to some beautiful place like this or something. Well, Star energy is Aquarius energy, so you are now maybe at the forefront of some new thing, of something that I was seeing somebody here, like with this influence, like very forward, alienist, kind of alien, presenting alien ways of expressing yourself, like Lady Gaga did with her meat suit or something. But I'm also seeing very like space. I'm seeing people like dressed like FK Twigs or somebody very futuristic outfit, something, some fashionista stuff I see going on here. So, but well, Aquarius, so what? The Star. What? Oh, let's hydrate, my God. This is a high reading, huh? The bowls agree. I did see something about water cleansing. Maybe if you're in the position, darling, to go to a sauna or to go to a hot spring or some hot tub or something like this, maybe would be very good for you. Just take a hot bath, steaming, and soak the towel with water, put it on your crown chakra, and allow the steam to penetrate your body. Give yourself time for some cleansing. You can put some nice herbs, or just even have just eucalyptus in the bathroom or something. This is very good for you, darling. Okay, what else? Aquarius, so you may be an Aquarius, you may have Aquarius or something like this. What else? Well, I'm just seeing you presenting here, darling, some new things to the world after this healing. You give yourself permission to go into the sanctuary, even if your hair is big and pink or something like this. So you were maybe holding yourself back because you thought you wouldn't be. I'm getting this idea of like some punk person walking into some sanctuary, like the sanctuary actually in the Hunchback of Notre Dame. But I'm seeing somebody who's like punked out, and I'm just seeing them giving themselves permission despite what anybody's thoughts may be, or despite any fear or pre-programming about what you know. You express yourself who you are in the world. You can be yourself, how you are in the world, and this may ruffle some feathers, but I see you doing that safely here, Taurus. So it may be having to do also with your children or with your peers, and also allowing people to express themselves how they are, and really appreciating that and seeing that as part of the art of their life that they're architect of. We're all the architect of our life and our experience in every moment. And so that's beautiful. Moving forward here with the principle of correspondence, as above, so below, divine masculine. Number 22, with this tower, I was talking about these fake gurus, and now I have the 6 of swords. This is your second 6. I see you moving out of this place of thought manipulation, of some type of just having to actually even like correct people if they were gaslighting you or throwing you any of those weird political words when it comes to redirection of some conversation and debate, like red herring or any of those other things, okay? I see you moving away from that and moving and actually in utilizing your lessons when you dealt with those kinds of people and learning what it is to talk to a brick wall and where it is when it's appropriate just to pull your energy completely back. Because why? You could talk to a brick wall until you're blue in the face and you would still have to climb over that wall or knock your way through that wall. You would still have to, if you wanted to get through that brick wall, you would have to just dismantle it in one sum. And so you decide, do I need to dismantle this way of thinking? Do I have the energy and the time to do that for this individual? And I see you moving far away from any of those. You're not going to waste your time, darling. The path of least resistance, I see you following. And I'm seeing that the conscious decision to follow the path of the least resistance has now made things really easier for you. Taurus, keep it up. Keep up the good work. Taurus, I see things coming into fruition. I'm seeing somebody with keys in their hands. I'm seeing somebody with keys in their hands. Whatever that may mean, okay? Moving forward, so then with the principle of cause and effects, with this beautiful, beautiful alchemy, okay, and the 2 of cups, you've got the Page of Swords. The Page of Swords is all about learning, and people are going to be watching and learning from you, and also you are going to be learning from this partner, but I see more so people are going to be watching you, and you are on the forefront of your walk of your life, is inspiring some people. I said maybe children. This is Aquarius energy, just walking this loving light path after dismantling or just leaving those groups behind. And you don't have to even talk about, you don't even have to tell the story. Everybody who is involved in these situations, everybody who had any part in the situation can obviously see. There's no need to debate. There's no need to say anything. When you walk away, Taurus, you walk away because Taurus is going to protect what is theirs in the world. Taurus is going to be fixed in their own energy, safe, kind, enjoying the things in the world, enjoying their manifestations, and loving the people around them, right? Okay, presenting ideas to the world and building what you want. I see Taurus, okay? I see that, and I saw chopsticks. You may be just really like getting into your real Taurus energy. People are trying, so this is how, when you get into, you may be a Taurus North Node. When you get into your North Node, darling, then all you have to do is walk your path. And anybody that your existence, that your soul contract requires for you to trigger, they're just going to get triggered. And anybody who is also placed in your life to trigger you. And when I say trigger, it could just trigger some remembrance and help you be triggered into the collective consciousness. And then all of a sudden you have some breakthrough. Trigger doesn't necessarily have to be negative, but if it is negative, then we transmute that into light. Okay, and so this is what I see with your alchemy. What did you change? You're changing yourself, you're changing your world, and you're changing also you're changing also reputations, darling, by walking your own path and allowing people to also make their own decisions. Then you not only have some reputation, whatever. I don't think you're very important. I don't think I saw a trendsetter here. I don't think you're concerned about anybody else or whatever their stuff is. I think you're loving and supportive. And I think that you're building here, Taurus. I'm losing things. This is so there's some densities, but that's all right. So you might have built up some manifestation here, like a business or some art or craft that you're presenting to the world. And also you're in this feeling of love and light. People probably don't even approach you. If somebody approached you wanting a romantic relationship or a friendship, that would take so much courage and everything, because your aura is so strong and great, and yours got such a great hold over yourself that the person would also need to feel so comfortable. But you do provide a comfortable place for people who are being honest with themselves. So there are many people that are watching and watching and watching you, and they're seeing these changes, Taurus, and they are not saying a word about it because they can't actually, because there's some triggers. And that's okay. Keep walking your path, because it just took a lot of courage for you to also ask for what you wanted in the world, and closed mouths don't get fed. And so if somebody doesn't feel worthy of what you can give them, they won't ask you directly with integrity and honestly. They will try to watch from the sidelines and try to pull some value in that way. And if that's you're protected in the highest loving light. So Taurus, keep walking your path. You're making changes, okay? So moving forward, we've got in the principle of gender, number 23 dynamic with this Queen of Wands energy. So for your dynamic to be healthy here, to put together a reality of many different elements, and this is what I meant, like you may have built up some business, and then also you're building up a love, and it may be a love that's unconventional or whatever. And so, and also walking away from certain groups, and I'm hearing the word societies and things like, I'm hearing the word brotherhood, walking away from some people trying to take your life force energy and your free will has really changed a lot in the world, and that's all right, because nobody's going to be walking your path but you. Okay? So that's all right then, Taurus. That's all right. Okay? And so you may be, so this is the Knight of Cups. So this is you now starting to open. So it's not going to hurt. This dynamic is not only going to have Queen of Wands energy here as you walk away from what doesn't serve you, and you are now moving into this very balanced way of expressing yourself and being in this passionate energy. Now you've got the Knight of Cups here. And I'm saying, like, I'm kind of feeling like you may be into this love relationship or something, and some other outside entities may be trying to get in, and Spirit wants you to don't ever feel shame or feel like you can't express yourself. Be like the Knight of Cups. So the Knight of Cups is the Knight of emotions, and the Knight has an assignment, and the Knight must take on his task. They're of action. They go in and they have a task. They have to go in and fight this war. And the Knight of Cups does it with emotion, in the emotional realm. Spirit wants you to be okay. You've done so much healing work. You are ready to walk around with your heart on your sleeves, and you be vulnerable, and you be yourself, and you show your joy. Because just like there are some people who are learning from the sidelines, there are some people who are taking such high, great value and inspiration from you right now, Taurus. So much inspiration, and you may feel like wet behind the ears, and it may be hard for you that this Knight of Cups energy is how you must present after healing and things like this. You have a directive, you have a direction, you have a place, you have your agenda, you have your task, and your superpower is showing me is in the emotional energy and motion. So in As Above, So Below, you did have the Divine Masculine having to do with motion, and you're going to need to kind of hold your heart on your sleeve and show your vulnerability. And I'm telling you, you are sowing such good seeds. People are learning from you, and people are just so inspired. There would be too much confusion if you couldn't be yourself. If you weren't vulnerable, then those people who are watching, like, that could take value from you, if they didn't know about you and didn't see your actual, like, emotional intent and whatever, however you display, like, whatever your emotions are and your viewpoints are, however you express your emotions, it's not only, like, keeping you from depression, but it's also inspiring and helping your people get to know you, and it's beautiful and wonderful. So I'm just seeing this balance, this duality of as high and wonderful and inspiring as you can be, as you can go. Also, there's some people that need to come a very far way, and they're watching and learning with this spy energy. That's okay, okay? Because they're saying, I spy with my little eye a goddess. I spy with my little eye a god. And they learn from you. And what is that to a god or a goddess? Just another day in paradise. So moving forward, here we go with the overall rhythm. The root chakra here with this high priestess energy. Again, this came up in with the reading in Aries. So you will not be binded. You will not be bound. This is a message. You will not be bound. Taurus, by my word, you will not be bound. Taurus. Okay, moving forward. So here we go. With your overall vibration, everything is always moving, right? As also the earth, it's got a resonance, right? I think it's like 7.83 hertz or something. I could be wrong. And I'm seeing this, like, this chopstick energy. I'm also seeing somebody with a marble in their hand. Okay, so you're playing and you're choosing your portals by maybe being playful in the world. On the earth here, you may be doing grounding. You may be planting a garden. This is a very independent energy, very sovereign, independent energy. So apart from any regal, status or hierarchy, talking about kings and queens and emperors and blah, 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 this is a person in their own energy, just living their own life in the garden of their little house. I am seeing I'm just seeing that you're very abundant, okay, here on the earth, and that this is a good time for you to maybe start thinking about growing your own food. Wow, this is beautiful. Stay in your own energy, okay, Taurus? So I just see you like, I would like to come over for tea and see the plants that you have in your home, kind of thing. I think it's beautiful. All right, Taurus, let's clean up a little bit and we will get into some channeled messages. Thank you so much. This has been wonderful. How's your day been? What do you have to do next after this? I don't know. We'll just check everything off of our to-do list, right? Check marks are wonderful. I love them. So, okay, I just love to clean up so that I could just quick activate this while the video is uploading for us. Let's look into the shadows. What shadows did my Taurus in the high stepping light have to face? Let's just look into it. Spirit, Taurus, April 2025, manifestation activations, hero reading, chakra cleanse, and frequency activation. What were the shadows? 3 cards, please. I pretend you don't mean that much. Yes, it is too late. I took the easy way out. So the value that you were bringing when you started your spiritual ascension and journey, the value that you were bringing, I pretend you don't mean that much. Well, they were just trying to act like you couldn't read their auras, or at least feel. In the beginning you couldn't, but you could feel what was going on, and it was just too late right there and then. Your entire body made an entire full body decision when you could tell that these whatever spiritual entities, people, that when we create with another person, especially in the real world, that creation is a spiritual act, and so our spirit is exposed. And when people try to please give me the word, exploit your beautiful essence, your beautiful spiritual energy, when you opened up to trust them, and then you open up your spirit, you open up your chakras, and you start doing this spiritual co-creation with somebody in the world, and then all of a sudden they're just acting like you don't mean a lot and trying to, maybe I was using these words like gaslight or red herring, and that as soon as that behavior started, it was too late. It was done. It was a full body, and then your reality just had to catch up. Your mind had to catch up to what your spirit already recognized. They took the easy way out. I think you also took the easy way out, which was the path of least resistance, and just leaving people to that, even though it was it was devastating, it was hard for you. You're different now. I see that you're different now. Let's look into some messages of closure. These can be from your spirit guides, your ancestors, your higher selves, of people from these situations. Like, I don't know. We'll see. You use your discernment, darling. Okay. Go Taurus in the highest living light. What is that? I pretend you don't mean that much. I hope that you can forgive me. Okay? And I was saying, like, some people you forgive them and they know not what they do. And some people, they do know what they're doing and you forgive them anyway. It says here, yes, it is too late. I regret they're going to regret their poor choices. You forgive people for yourself, not for them. And forgiving somebody for yourself, it definitely means when you forgive somebody for yourself and you do that consciously, you have to remember that also there's going to be always a protection over yourself from them. You have to always remember the lesson that you learned, okay? I took the easy way out. I know you have trouble trusting. You see what I mean? You have to remember that you took the easy way out. Trust yourself to take the path of sometimes least resistance, or sometimes the path that you have to take is going to upend many parts of your life. And that's when I was seeing these white flames, purification flames. That's when those flames are coming and the towers are falling and there's big change. But so now there may be some trouble trusting, and that's so this is, you create an environment, so you forgive them, and you can forget, meaning forgetting the grudge and the animosity, but you don't forget that the possibility of that grudge and animosity coming back into your life from some similar scenario is definitely a possibility, because it was brought into your conscious awareness. Danger, danger. And now you can spot these red flags. So you'll have trouble trusting if somebody displays this behavior, and that is for your own good, and that's okay. Moving forward. Okay, we'll get one more. Okay, we'll get one more, guys. I am different now. It's okay if I seem far away. And that's also okay if, like, you still have some type of connection with these people, but there's some distance in between you and the astral and the spiritual realm. Your heart isn't as open because you just need to be careful and you need to hold your boundaries, and that's okay. You're different now. You've elevated. You've now developed. So there's some DNA upgrades here, and so then you're just like, there's just fundamentally different now, and that's okay if you seem far away, because they're still watching and learning from you, and eventually maybe they'll be on the same place and you'll learn from them and they'll exceed over you. We don't know what will happen in the future, but you do know that what you've been through, and you know how to protect yourself from it, and that's the important part. Messages of love here. Spirit in the highest loving light for Taurus, April 2025. Messages of love, please. Thank you. Longing. Someone is secretly yearning for you. Wait, the timing is not quite right. Patience. Everything will unfold in divine timing. Twin flame. This is a divine counterpart connection. So, okay, what? Do I even need to really expand on that? All those shadows and the closure that you got from that forgiveness is now for this. And I did see that Two of Cups energy. You really had to heal a bunch of stuff for this love, for this beautiful, loving connection that you are in the resonance of. So you're already in the resonance of it. And so Spirit's saying, yes, we know this is your someday. Yes, yes, we know. And you just wait. Be patient, because this is a divine counterpart connection, and it's worth the wait, and it's worth, allow the universe to align you with your person, and trust that you, by putting your best foot forward every day and doing your best, you pray for your person, you pray for yourself, you pray over your life and your manifestations. Be patient, and your longing, use the energy from that longing into building your life the way that you can right now, and that is definitely going to be then dancing with the universe, letting the universe lead. Okay, you are being receptive with the universe. You write down in script what you want, and you say, please, Daddy Universe, give me what I need, please. And he says, okay, that's what you want. Let me see what I can do. Take my hand, move this way, move that way. Come on, let's go. And the universe then leads, and you be patient. And if you're longing, then you take that passionate longing into your endeavors, your creative endeavors. Whoo! That's for you, Taurus. Okay, Taurus. That's for us, Taurus. Wow, that's a beautiful shape. Look. How about it? That's beautiful. Okay, let's move into, let's hydrate. Wow. Let's move into the hidden truth. We're going to look into the divine masculine energy. Highest living light for Taurus, the archetype of Taurus, April 2025. So your masculine and feminine energies will be balanced on the inside, and we'll look into that, and then that will reflect into the relationships that you have around you or are attracting. We don't share the same values. I can be myself with you. I still feel the pain. One more. We're doing 4 today. Okay, we don't share the, see, this is it. The divine masculine is still working on getting away from some things. We don't share the same values. I can be myself with you. I still feel the pain. I can't do this. What is this? This is some deep stuff. Okay, everything is mine in my own unique rhythm and divine time. Everything is mine in my own unique rhythm and divine time. Everything is mine in my own unique rhythm and divine time. Everything is fine. Okay, let's go, everyone. Let's go. We don't share the same values. I want to feel that way again. The divine masculine came into some new energy that he wants to feel again. He wants to feel again. It's a different thing. It's not the same as the values. So that's okay if you don't share the same. You can value a certain art and they can value a certain other one, and there can be a compromise. So it's worth compromising here for this relationship, because you both want to have those feelings and share those feelings again. So, okay, because I can be myself with you. So you may not value the same things, but what you do value together is going to build. And then whatever you work on the side there, you may have, like, for instance, one person in this connection may be a lawyer, and one person in this connection may be a deep sea diver. Those are different values in what you are getting excited about, or what makes you your arts, your path, your life path. But then again, then you come together, and I'm seeing beautiful sharing there. I can be myself with you. I hope that you can forgive me one day. So this is a complicated relationship. You may be dealing with this twin flame thing, but it doesn't have to be, because it says twin flame, but then it says this is a divine counterpart situation, connection. These twin flame things, it's not a joke. It's just not. It's very hard. So they're complicated things that you unpack together. So I still feel the pain. I love you unconditionally. You carry your pain and love one another. Hold the space for the person that you can be yourself with. You forgive yourselves. We were talking about forgiveness of other people and being so gentle, and that one wanted out. I wonder what it was. Oh, I just said no to a certain timeline. I can't do this. I hide behind material things. Oh, I said that. I just said no to a certain timeline, and that's this timeline where you can't do it and hide behind. So you may have had to get past some serious materialism. So the divine masculine can't really get with somebody who is only worried about material things. No. I am becoming a better person, the feminine says. And I am starting to understand our connection. I knew exactly what I was doing. I think the universe really does know exactly what they're doing. Let's close this reading out with some wisdom of the oracle cards. You apply those very complicated divine masculine and feminine things and be working in your alchemy. Continue doing your revision work. When you are being yourself and loving unconditionally, when you want to feel that way again, and you go into your own art and you go into what makes you feel passionate, and be patient with yourselves and continue with your gentle healing self alchemy. And when you feel like you are having so much energy, don't know how to do what to do with it, create your passionate arts, whatever they are, darling. This is also, everything is yours in your own unique rhythm and divine time, and that will bring you with this. You're already in this Two of Cups energy, so this is a beautiful, beautiful love. And I'm seeing a lot of working things out. Orphaned here, we've got orphaned, so you may be healing some orphaned energy. Yeah, walking away. We had the six of Swords. You're walking away from a lot of stuff here. Wow, but that's all right. This manifestation is definitely coming into fruition, whatever you're applying this to, okay? Let's see. Community. You may be starting to build a new community after feeling orphaned and realizing some things were just not for you. You're now building your own community, Taurus, and you have got this. My name is Lissett. That was your manifestation activation, chakra cleanse, frequency activation, and tarot reading for April 2025. And I love you. Bye, Taurus.